Hey y'all, okay, so if you aren't new here, you know that we moved our family we sold our house, moved our family of 5 then into this little bitty RV so that we can pay off all of our debt and be consumer debt free. And then we built our own house with our own 2 hands. So that was our financial journey. Well, so now we are back in debt. $48,000 worth of debt to be exact. And I want to share with you guys today how we got here and what we plan on doing to get back out. Now, this is me just being fully transparent. I don't have to do this video, obviously, but y'all know personal finance is important to me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just tell the people where we are, what we're doing, and we can walk through this together. So first, let me tell y'all how we got back here, because oh my gosh, I can't believe it, like just how hard we worked beforehand. But this is real life. I try to keep it really real and transparent with you guys on this channel. I don't want anybody out here thinking that, you know, they're behind or, you know, just comparing themselves to a fake life. So how did we get here? Number one, y'all know that we built the house. So we built the house with a Home Depot, I forget what, project loan, because we couldn't get a builder's loan. So we did that. We have about $5,000 left on that from that we did not roll into our mortgage. And then there is $3,000 from, about $3,000 from, excuse me, the baby. We're expecting our 4th baby, 5th kid in the house. We're expecting them hopefully in about 3 weeks. I'm praying. But we have Christian health share. We don't have insurance. So the whole idea of that is you pay it up front and then they reimburse you. So that will disappear, but I still wanted to include it because as of now it's on our credit card and we're responsible for it. And y'all, this year we have bought like 3 cars. I mean, car after car after car breaking down. Our family car, which is mine, is paid for, praise the Lord. And then my husband's truck, if you've been following, you know that his truck completely just died, and it was a cheap truck. It did its job. We were so thankful for that truck, but we had to buy him a new truck. Well, we bought him a new truck and we put a ton of money down, and the only reason we spent a lot of money on that truck is because if you remember, we were going to do the hot shot thing on the side of his job, and then we completely switched up the game plan, and that's now, you know, we'll talk about what we did later. But sorry, you can hear the cars going by. But the thing is, we bought a more expensive truck than we would have if we weren't going to use it for business. So we owe about $13,000 on that truck, which technically is still a business expense. But again, it's in our name. I find it is our responsibility. It has to be paid for. And so but still, I'm thinking, God, that's all we owe, as many cars as I feel like we've just been buying cars this year. So really, yeah, the truck is a business expense, but debt is debt, and I just want it gone, which leads me to our biggest chunk of debt and where it came from. And that is starting the trucking company. We have a total of about $29,000 of our own investment into the company. I don't know, people have different opinions about credit. Yes, it's risky, but I feel like we got to put skin on the table. If we don't believe in ourselves before we get investors and before we get people coming alongside of us, then that's a problem. So we just praise the Lord that we have the available income and the available credit to be able to put the investment into the truck. And y'all know, if you know anything about the trucking business, it's just a lot of cost involved. So that it leads us to about $48,000 in debt, which is what I said in the beginning. I hate that we're here again, but I do feel like this time around, it's kind of like every time you have a baby and you lose weight, like once you do it again, you hate to be there again, but you feel like you have the tools to do it. And so, not that it's easier, I find it's harder to lose weight with each baby, but my learning curve is different. Like I just know what I need to do to get there. And so I think it's a very similar thing this time around. We have the tools. We just know, we kind of know what we're doing here. My goal is to work through all this debt, both whether the business is paying it or we're paying it. I want all this to be gone within a year to year and a half. I'm a really ambitious person, so that could be crazy, but that's just what I want. Now I'm gonna focus on the next 3 weeks, hopefully trying to get this baby here. So, you know, that's my main focus, but I did want to write it out and just see where are we at. That's because you got to know at all times the reality of your finances. And the reality is this is just where we are, and it's costing us money every month. That's where a lot of our income is going, is paying down these cards. And so that is, makes it harder to stick to a monthly budget or bi-weekly budget when there's not a lot available because it's going to credit. And I wanted to take you guys along with me. Like I said, I know I didn't have to tell you guys this, but I'll try to be real and transparent on here. And I know that other people are walking through this, so I'm like, let's just do it together. I'll show you how I track my spending, because I don't do cash envelopes because it's just not practical for our family. I'll share my weekly routines, my monthly routines, things that I do, because what I found is people think that money management is all about the money and the dollars and the numbers, but I believe that it's more about the habits and the systems and stuff that you have in place that help you manage that. This time around, we're gonna be intense, but we're not gonna be, I'm not gonna say as intense, but here's what I mean. We're not gonna be as aggressive as we were the first time around, because we're not gonna stop living. And what I mean by that is because just a lot of things that have happened to us this year, we realize that life is really, really short, and some of y'all are probably in the same boat. And one of the things that's important to us is memories and vacations and things like that. And so I'm gonna have a line on our budget for vacations, and whether that's after I pay off the first credit card and that money becomes available, it's gonna go towards vacations or family something, you know, because I'm going to honor that like a bill, because for the rest of our life, no matter what our financial goals are, that is something that we want to do. And when you want to do something, you start where you are. I don't care if it's $20 a month and you're in a different situation, you know, but just kind of putting that placeholder there and really showing the Lord that that's important to you. You can steward that, but you know, that line will grow, but we're going to include that. So if you are on the same journey, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you want to see, meal plans, whatever. What is the most challenging thing on your personal finance journey that you're trying to figure out? And maybe, I don't know, maybe I can go live and we can do our budgets together. I don't know. Y'all let me know what would be helpful. And as soon as I have this baby, we will jump in and start attacking these goals together. Love you guys. Bye.